Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2011 Dodge Durango. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek at how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. And I've been driving this one around, just kind of here and there in town because we had to do a repair to it, and then of course I had to check and make sure the repair worked. So I've kind of got a little bit about it, and I'm really impressed with the way it drives. It does have a couple cosmetic things going on, a couple other things, but overall I think it's a really good running vehicle, but I'll let you decide for yourself because I'm not buying it. So here we go. 2011 Dodge Durango. It is the third row one, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 seats. I don't know. Depends on how small your kids are, I guess. I don't know how many seat belts are in the back. Anyways, it's pretty good looking on this side. No real rust or anything. This one came from down in Missouri. So typically the ones we get from down there are just, a hair better body condition because they get less snow and salt and crap than we do. These back tires are probably right about 35%. They're not the greatest, but they're still there. They're fine. Up here, these ones are probably about 30%. So they're not as good, but I mean they're not like horribly bad comparatively. They're all pretty much the same. Inside, it's just cloth. It's got a little bit of foot dust and stuff. For the most part, it looks decent inside. You've got a little bit of wear right there. A couple other little things. There's this button right here is missing, but the button is right here, so I don't know if it can be put back on there. I just actually found the button, so it might be able to be put back on there. I don't know. This is the second row seat. Again, cloth. Looks like it's in good condition. The cool thing about these is that they have the 110 outlet, which means that you can plug in your phone to an actual outlet that does something instead of those crappy ones. So it looks like 2 seats back there, 2 seat belts. So it's a 7-seater. Back here in the back, it is the all-wheel drive version. And the part we had to fix was the transfer case. It was making a crazy noise. So that means now it is all-wheel drive. We fixed the transfer case. It does look like, they backed over a bumper or something and then, pulled back. But it's not horrible. So it does have the automatic rear hatch, but I don't think the motor is strong enough to lift it, because when you pull the button to lift it, it tries and then it stops. So you've got these seats back here. They do go down. Hold on, let's see if I figure out which one. So they do go down, so you can have this entirely flat for storage. And then there's a little bit of storage space back here. Right under here, they've got all the seat. What are those things? Rugs, carpet thingies under there. So right now that's kind of wonky and stuff. But it does have the automatic closing hatch. I just did it. Come on. Okay, I think I just didn't push the button. So it does close. I'll show you what it does when you try and open it, just so you have an idea once we get it closed. La la la. Okay. So you pull it to open it. Wait, it's working. Okay. Forget everything I just said for the last 15 seconds. Just rewind and ignore that. Okay, so back hatch works both up and down. All right, so here is your worst side. And I don't know what in the world happened. I got in a fight with a tree or a concrete block or something. I don't know. So we've got just, some scratching up here. It's not a big deal. This right here, there's a dent right here. This is your biggest deal right here. And the door does not open. Like it is, this is seized in there or something. I don't know. So that does not open. The reason we have not replaced this door is I have found them online for about $1,000 each. So that's something, if you guys need that other door, for me personally, I would just, tell my kids to get in and scooch. Because I'm not going to pay $1,000 for a door. I think that's dumb. And I think it's really dumb that they charge $1,000 for a dumb door, but that's something to consider. We have it priced the way it is, the way it sits, and if you want that door on there, like, we can order one. and we can even put it on. And we'll just, you know, you buy it and then we'll have a little paper that says we'll install the door, and it will be $1,000 more, or, you know, whatever. You know, if we can find one cheaper, we'll find one cheaper. Or if you want like a pink one, and a pink one's cheaper and you don't care, maybe we can get it for cheaper. So keep that in mind. That's kind of how we do things. Like we'll price them because we know people need good budget vehicles that run and drive, and sometimes that means that they're not pretty and they're not perfect, and we have to get around with stuff. And so we'll price it the way it is. We'll try and sell it the way it is. But if you want something more, we can do that. It just, you know, we'll have to account for the cost. So there's that. Along with that, there is this mirror right here. I was just looking on my database thing this morning. I think it was $65 online, and I can have that mirror. So that might be something I ordered just because, you know, I like driving with a mirror, and so that would be something. If it were my car, I would buy the mirror. And so that's kind of how I like to sell cars the way that I want to buy a car. And, you know, if I want, you know, the motor and transmission to run, then I'm going to tell you, hey, this is motor and transmission runs. If I don't care about a door, then I'm going to say, hey, I don't care about a door. Here's what we can do, and then, you know, here's other things we can do. Anyways, long story short, front end looks pretty good. Underneath the hood, let's get this popped. Let's see, find the release. You got the 3.6 under here. It has started up every single time I've tried to start it, and it has done everything that it has been asked to do. So now we will go inside the car and check out all the inside stuff. Okay, we've got, it does say we have low tires on that side and no pressure on the front driver's side. I know the front driver's side is wrong because obviously I've got a round wheel. The two on the passenger side, that's probably correct. I noticed they're a little bit low, and I keep trying to remember to fill them up, and then I forget every time I'm near the air pump. So those will be done. I think those tire pressure sensors work on that side. You know, I think the one on the front driver's side probably does not. There is a low tire pressure light, an ABS light, and a traction control light. I don't know what the ABS and traction control light is. My little scanner does not pull that. And then we've got an airbag light. Again, my little scanner doesn't pull that. And my seatbelt light, that I can fix. But 149,000 miles on here. And okay, we do have a radio in here. I took this radio out to diag another Dodge, you know, to see if the problem was the radio or the wiring in my other Dodge. And so, of course, when I took it out, you know, it thought that there was a theft issue. It went into my other Dodge just fine, but then when I put it back into this one, it's like, oh, stolen radio. So I did order the code for this, and I should be getting it anytime. You know, they say it could be within 24 hours, but anyways, that will be on there, and that does work. I used it in my Dodge Caravan. Everything functions on it. So, you know, just know that that will work. Here I've got my climate control. I've got my AC on, and it blows cold. It's probably not ice cold, but it's cold. The other thing, probably the most annoying thing I found about this, and I haven't heard it yet, but there's like the blend door actuator. I don't know if you've ever heard it. Like when you first start your car, or when you switch from, you know, like head to foot or something, that little door in there that switches the air from, like, you know, top to bottom, it kind of, the gears in there just kind of get stuck. It goes, it'll do it for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, something like that, and then it'll stop. And I know I've replaced it in a Chevy Impala. I've never replaced it in a Dodge Durango before. It's probably not a big issue, and it's usually a very cheap sensor. It's just not something that I have time to get to right now. It's not detrimental to the functioning of the car. It's just annoying for the 30, 60 seconds that it does it. So there's that. Let's see. This is odd, but let's see. So here it's got the key that goes in. It is supposed to be a push to start. And so when you start it on the dash, let's see, turn it off. It says, press brake pedal and push the start button. And we could put this in here. You know, it fits in there and everything, but it doesn't do anything. And so I don't know if this button is bad or what, but now I'm not gonna be able to get it out. I don't know if that button is bad or what, but they had a key made and the key fits in there and it works just fine. So, I don't know, if you want the push to start it, you can probably get a new module would be my guess. I don't know. So that's that. Like I said, I tell you everything I know. Sometimes it's weird, but it is what it is. Okay, driver's side window, it works. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window, that's the one with the switch. So let me see. Now I gotta take off my seatbelt and see if it works. Okay, rear passenger side window does work. I wonder if this, nope, door doesn't open from the inside either. Okay, and then rear driver's side window also works. So there's that. And we do have the automatic rear hatch up here. Let's just test it for the fun of it and make sure that it works. Oh, see, it just did that thing again. Okay, it tried to open and then it didn't have enough lift power and it closed. So now you can go back and maybe it does work and maybe it doesn't. But either way, the door does open. It's just a matter of, finding the secret sauce that makes it do it. So, okay, now we can go on a drive. Okay, so here's your problem with the blend door actuator. I just noticed. I'm like, it's a little bit warm in the car. So over here, ice cold. Over here, it's hot. So that means the blend door actuator that is whatever the one is that's malfunctioning, when you hear it, it's not switching over here. So I'm going to turn these off so we actually get cold in the car. Even though I have it on low here, the blend door is just not doing what it's supposed to do to switch it. So, that works if you have someone who's cold-blooded over there who needs the heat, and someone who's warm-blooded over here who needs the air. Okay, so that's really probably the only halfway major, issue that I've found. Because come July, when it's 117 degrees or 982 degrees outside, you're probably not going to want to be blowing heat in your car. So that's something that, probably should be fixed before July. And it's something, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to get to it. I'm trying to keep up with everything, and I got a kid that I'm chasing around. But there's a chance, and so you always check my descriptions and see if they have been updated and see if I've changed anything, see if I've ordered that mirror, see if I've done the blend door thing, whatever it is, the description will be your best friend after the video. So there's that. Okay, anyways, so driving it up the hill, it's driving well. It's only 74 degrees out, but it certainly feels a whole lot hotter than that. I don't hear any suspension noise. It's driving smooth. It's got good power. It's just the 3.6, so it's just the V6. But I guess that'll give you a little bit better gas mileage than the 5.7. And I don't even know if they make a 5.7 in this later model. I think they probably do, but I don't think that they'd get rid of that motor because it's such a good motor. But this one will get you the better gas mileage, but it still has lots of good power. Brakes are good and solid, no grinding or vibration. Yeah, and I did have the check engine light come on while I was driving, so I'm going to pull that. And while I'm here, I'm going to do left turn signal, right turn signal. Let's see. Wipers. Let's see, where's my wiper? There's my wiper fluid. It looks like my wiper fluid works on one side, but not the other. So maybe that nozzle over on the passenger side is clogged. But the wiper fluid does work. Alright, there's that. And we're going to try our cruise on, and we get up to speed, and think the cruise is working, which is kind of common with the ABS light, the traction control light. Sometimes they will, you know, trigger the car to not let the cruise activate. So I've got the cruise. I hate these ones that have the on-off button, because I'm like, is it on? Is it off? I don't know. But I don't think the cruise is activating. So again, check my description for that. I do have a bigger scanner that can read those, the ABS light and all of that, and I can see if there's a reason that is malfunctioning. So check my description and see if you find anything there. Otherwise, let's see, horn. I'm gonna wait till we get past that business. Horn works. So, it is a really good driving car. So the bones of your car are good. Your motor, your transmission, all that seems really good. There is some cosmetic stuff. There is some little stuff that needs to be fixed. You know, and then there's some bigger stuff like the door that needs to be fixed. But that's all stuff that you just account for, you know, when you buy the car. It's like, all right, do I want it at this? Do I want to take it the way it is? Do I want to have stuff fixed? That kind of thing. Okay, so the check engine light is 128 coolant thermostat, coolant temperature below thermostat regulating temperature. I've been driving it for a good half an hour, and I'm still only at like a quarter temperature. That's definitely fine. It's on the, you know, the bottom side. You want it to be on that side rather than on the top side. But what that probably means is your thermostat needs replaced. Usually it's on top of the motor. Usually it's a $5, $6, you know, $12 part, something like that. So there's that. Let me get turned, and then I'll get the other one. And I'm gonna air up the tires while I'm here so that I get them done. The other one is 06DD, but it's not found in the database, so I'll have to look that up. And the other one is 1524, again, not found in the database, so I'll have to look that up. So there's those 3 codes on there. Really, the thermostat one is a minor one. The other 2 I'll have to look up. But it runs and drives very well. So if you have any questions, check my description, see if I've changed anything, and then feel free to call me, text me. My cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.